your life there, and then how did you discover, how did you make your way into the arts and that kind of stuff?
I always wanted to be a dancer. That was it. I've put myself into crews.
Did you know that like straight away,
Oh
or
yes.
not straight? Nobody knows something straight away, but like fairly young, you're like,
I've got videos of myself very wee, and I was like just grooving to the rhythms, and
so you were already enjoying it, and okay, that was like obvious.
yes, I think so. I would say like you're gonna be a dancer.
Okay,
That would be.
and you were already like, I heard there's something about a crew. There's crews.
Oh
Right?
yes.
All right, so
New dance project. That was a thing. That was.
Dance battles. Is that what we're talking? Is this Step Up Portugal? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes, that was my time in Portugal. That was me trying different things. We had the tectonic. That was like very arms dancing. Is not a thing anymore.
Arms dancing. That means that you don't move the legs at all. Right? You need to explain this.
The
to me,
legs
right?
used to do like the. That's it. Arms would do like crazy wild stuff that I'm not gonna do in front of the camera. Yeah, that was the battle side of it. And dancing in colleges, doing some shows, presentations, trainings. That was introduction.
Is this something that you do while you're also studying, or is this the studying takes a bit of a backseat and you're focusing more on this?
That was always a hobby. Like I could never take dance serious.
Okay.
So I was studying.
There's a number of dancers going right now. What did you just say?
I know.
No, it's different because like everyone has their own relationship with whatever art form they do, or the many different art forms they do. And sometimes you say that's not for me on a full time, but I enjoy it, from time to time quite a lot. But it's not something I want to do as a professional, and that's perfectly normal.
Very honestly, I did want to. I did want to, and I still want to. It just didn't have the opportunities or the beliefs that I could make it as a dancer professionally and bring food to the table. Maybe because of backgrounds. Maybe because of backgrounds, that wasn't really a thing. You need to become an engineer or a doctor.
So you mean that way background? So
Yes.
like, was the family not keen on the old arts?
They were also from the arts, so they know the pain.
Oh, okay. So they're like, we want to protect you from. It's a lot of fun. But no. I mean, there's so many famous actors that like my kids will never become actors because I won't let them. I mean, obviously some of them still do, but
Yeah.
was there a bit of that?
Yes.
So your parents were from the arts. They're like, please don't do this to yourself.
Just try to do something that will definitely bring food to the table. Because there is a lot of artists over there, so you need to be extremely good in order to.
Well, sometimes you have
provide.
to be extremely good, or sometimes you just have to be very obnoxious, I like to think, which is in the sense of like, I will promote the shit out of myself because that is just as important as the skills I've been learning. So
I think back in the day it was a different mentality.
it
Today
was.
is easier. If it was.
I mean, with the
today-
internet now, you can find audiences all over the place,
Right.
which is ideal. Back in the day, you were a bit more constricted of like your audience had to be fairly local or national, but like having an international audience, it wasn't as common.
Yeah. Plus promotional stuff in Portugal is not huge. Like you still don't listen a lot of Portuguese music, even though you should, because we've got so much powerhouses in there.
Yeah, I mean, fair play. I was actually gonna ask all about that as well, because like I'm learning about like with Carlos, I learned about Dominican rap, and obviously I'm a reggaeton guy. Okay, I put my hand up. I go to Boteco. Everybody knows that about me at this stage. So that's been. Listen, I had
Part of the furniture now.
yeah. I'm not even kidding. I had a 1.5 year period where every weekend, 2 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days, I would go in there and just go wild.
Why
So that's very much part of my jam.
It's good sound though.
And
Good
then
sound,
on
don't
Monday I
change
put
it.
Rammstein on and listen to a bit of heavy metal. That's my week.
That's your holiday, and then you go like back to Boteco.
Yes. Yeah, I relax with a bit of heavy metal.
Really?
No, I'm just messing about, but
I mean, I can see how you could relax, but just like not thinking about anything else.
yeah, just like yeah, no, I mean, so the parents are like, trying to steer you towards a more lucrative career.
Yeah.
And then was there a moment where like, that's it, I'm running away, I'm fed up with this, I'm doing me.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, I don't want to get into family drama right now. I'm about to open up a can of worms because I don't know what I'm stepping into.
That can cannot be opened.
Like, listen, just gently steer me away from any landmines of, family history that I'm about to, like, just... Let me ask this question.
I think like majority, not everyone, but some people can identify or relate with what you have in mind for your future. It's probably not the same as your parents planned for you. So,
I mean, I was raised by Jehovah's Witnesses, so I can relate to the not wanting you to be one of these people.
And here you are.
And here I am.
Literally.
And they kind of got used to it by now, more or less.
Hopefully. Yeah.
I still get a phone call every now and again from my mom where she's like, have you considered going back to uni though? I'm like, yeah, but I'm not doing it.
I considered.
I've been considering this hard. We're both fucked.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'll still do the diploma thing.
Right.
Did it once. Did it twice. I mean, I've got quite a few diplomas to be honest.
Go, tell us about your diplomas now.
Oh no.
Oh,
I've got quite a few though.
No, listen.
No showing off.
Listen, I've had a PhD professor in mathematics from Oxford.
Damn. Damn. Okay.
So come on, let's hear those diplomas.
Well, I started with engineering, of course.
Engineering, general.
Automation.
Okay.
Do you know those
robotics.
yes, literally. My graded was the. Do you know the carpets that you just like do the sensor bear, you put the thing in.
Yeah.
That was like my evaluation stuff. But no, let's not go there.
Okay, listen, this is your interview. Go where you want to go. I'm just prodding you a little bit. I'm just trying to, shake a little bit of information.
I've done
a full profile on
business. Obviously, right now I'm doing music.
Man, so you have a wide variety of skills.
Yes, I used to be a sales executive as well, selling cars. I've been in banks. I tried different things that didn't work.
Yeah, and you ended up coming back to the arts.
Always.
And you know what? That's fair enough because now, like, you have that 100% knowledge of, like, nah, I'm not doing anything else. You can't make me. I made me, and I'm not doing it.
Fight. No, I'm not going back. No, I'm actually in hospitality still. So,
welcome to the club, bro.
Yeah, as it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm grateful for having that knowledge and those skills that I can always rely.
You have a wide number of skills that you can utilize in so many different ways. Like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
It can be helpful at any moment. So
yeah, you never know when you need a diploma in automation.
Imagine, though.
You're gonna release the next automatic musician, just a robot singing. Or dancing.
Don't give me
just
ideas.
A robot dancer. Just oof. It's gonna be a TikTok of robot dancers, and
Have
you're
you
gonna
watched
manage.
Black Mirrors?
No, but it sounds something that should be in Black Mirror.
Miley Cyrus has an episode of a robot dancing. This could be a whole thing.
Well,
again, propaganda. Here we go. I'm trying to staying away from propagandas. Here we go.
Okay, but right. So we got a bit more idea about the multifaceted personality that is you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you've been sort of fighting to get away from the earth, but always falling back into it. Is that the sense I'm getting?
Yes, literally. Even the destiny was just like always saying like no, and I'm like yes. And
so what was the moment of realization when you said, "That's it. I do not care. This is it now, for better or worse."
Probably when I broke my leg.
Oh.
Yeah. I had a major injury that made me do surgery, and that's really when I cared. What am I gonna do? And
okay, so you had one of those. Was this like a near-death kind of experience situation where you had to like recalibrate your life a little bit? Okay. Yeah. I mean, again, I don't want to prod too much. So you're very welcome to say I don't want to talk about this or I don't want to get into this. That's perfectly fine.
I'm an open book. Your story can help me, sort of situation. So, I just don't want to break.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough. Was it like okay? Was it like a pretty intense?
It was.
Oof. Okay. And then you, in the hospital, reconsidering life, or out of the hospital, reconsidering life, and going like, yeah,
what have I done? What am I gonna do?
This is one of those. You might be wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Literally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then from then on, you've been focusing on the arts. You've been focusing on.
I just knew that I couldn't dance professionally as I was training until that stage 4. So I always wrote like kind of journal, and at some point I was just like, "You always like to sing. Why don't you just transform this what you wrote into music and dance to your own?"
Yeah, no, that's fair. This is always a fascinating thing of obviously artists can get a bit sort of they can restrict themselves, and they can get tied down as like I need to do this through this medium only. But for me, I don't, and I find it for many other people, it's more about the self-expression than it's specifically the art form. But the art form can be, you might be better at it or you might enjoy it more or less. But the self-expression is always the most vital thing about it. So if you can, go into writing, go into poetry, music, comedy, whatever.
The way that you express yourself is there.
Yeah, and that might still feed you. So, because if you only go like, I'm only going to do this one thing and nothing else, you can end up in a situation where unfortunately that's not going to go.
You're stuck and you're closing opportunities. There might be just like knocking on the door and you're just like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
So.
That's fair enough, man. The story in my head is the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson story where he wanted to become a football player and he had an injury, had to give it up, and then ended up becoming a wrestler, and then look at him now!
Okay.
Selling tequila all over the world.
Oh, really? That turned around.
Yeah, well, he's doing everything now. The man's probably going to run for president at some point.
That reminds
Just
me of
remember,
the name.
President The Rock. That's going to be an interesting moment.
Oh my God, is that him?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's The Rock, yeah.
Okay,
See, he wanted to become a football
Sorry,
player.
my ignorance.
He wanted to be a football player.
Really?
And had an injury, or either had an injury or didn't get in, one or both. And
Look at him now.
yeah, like he had to like recalibrate and then decided to try something else. There's a wide number of people that, were going for one thing and then that didn't work out. Or they got it and they still weren't happy and they just went into a different direction, and look at them now.
Everything
thriving.
happens for a reason. Like if the life slaps you and anything is, it's
Well,
just.
Go ahead.
It's just another thing that didn't work, but you only need one that does.
Yeah, I mean, see, that is, I'm not 100% sure that everything happens for, like, it's not like there's a plan. I don't believe personally that there's a plan laid out for you, but I do think that whatever happens, you can salvage it and save it and do more with it. Like, if you approach life with like, this is it and nothing else, then good luck.
Exactly.
But if you're willing to be open, even when it's uncomfortable, and trying different things, I think something will stick.